Okay, this is a Tweet Create tutorial. This is number 3 of 4 that we created that just gives a little general information about Tweet Create and how it works. I'm going to continue. If you look in the left-hand box, it says something that was left over from the previous tutorial. I'm actually going to clear that. Okay, this is just to give you a little bit more idea how to set up Tweet Create and how to get help. This the blue screen has this help button here, which is unique to all the other screens. It's just a toggle button. If you toggle it, right now it's off. If you toggle it on by clicking it, then wherever you pass a button over an object on this screen, which is similar to almost every screen we have, it tells you about that button. For instance, I'm going to put it over the copy button here, and you can see now a little text box appears telling you about that button. It also mentions that the background color is teal for that. And likewise, that's for all the buttons on this page. Right now we're just simply in a text box. If I move the cursor down to where it says Twitter, the Twitter button, it tells you about Twitter. At the bottom of the screen tells us about the holding, the different holding areas, different color areas here, and also the different screens that we do have. And that's all there's to it. One screen that has been mentioned before is this log. All the working screens have a log screen, and I'm going to click on it right now. And what this does is it keeps track. First I'm going to click off the help. It keeps track of the current session for whatever screen you happen to be on. And it's cleared each time you exit Tweet Create and you turn it back on. It's just kind of a little safety feature in case you accidentally delete something or clear it. You can always go to the log file and again you can see that you can save it or clear it or copy it back to another box or something like that. So that's a little added feature, and it's just on the four color screens. Now I'm going to go to what you call page favorites, which is actually a setup screen, and that actually has a little bit more help on it too. You can see we can set up the 4 favorites that we mentioned before, and you put in the URL and the description, for yourself. And then if you're to use the quick browser, which I'm going to click right now, you can see where the favorites would fit on here, and you click go, and then it's just simply going to open your browser and go to that page. This would be good for just sites that you like that maybe aren't already included in the program. Maybe you have a scheduling program, a Tweet Create, a Twitter scheduling program or something like that. Okay, I'm going to close that. So you put your favorites. With Twitter, if you like to include URLs with your tweets, this is almost an essential part of it, because sometimes the URLs are so long you need a shortener to make them shorter. In this case, you see I have bit.ly up there, but there's plenty of other shorteners also. You can decide which screen, if you go up here, which screen you want to be your startup screen. If you're partial to pink, then you just simply click pink, and the next time you start Tweet Create, it will come up in the pink screen. As far as the Twitter, each of the working screens has a Twitter box that will give a little bell if you exceed 140 characters. This will turn that bell off. Nothing limits you from putting in as much data as you want. This will just turn off the bell in case you're creating Facebook tweets or something, Facebook posts that don't have any limit to the number of characters. You have to be sure to save everything on this screen, otherwise you're going to lose your changes. If you have suggestions or support problems, you can email them to us by clicking this. This will use your default emailer. We have an about screen I'm going to go to, and this shows some of our other websites and the serial number of this particular part number. And you can also register Tweet Create. Sometimes we have a registration process. Resume always takes us back to where we were before. We have a built-in user manual that, again, it kind of expounds a little bit more on the different screens. You can see we got the blue screen, blue, pink, teal, orange screen, and stuff like that. And it just kind of goes over what we've already talked about. I'm actually going to quit this screen because you can refer to it as you need to. And we have, and that's about it. Whoops, I just accidentally opened that. That's what our holding screen is. I'm going to close it. And that's about all there is to it. I'm going to end it at this point, and I hope this was helpful. Goodbye now.